What is up, Bros? It's iFlyILLINI coming at you with another Q&A vlog. This is where I take your guys' questions from Twitter. It's right up there, at @MiDNiTE. Go give me a follow, chat with me, catch, pictures, updates on my daily life. I tweet out songs, I tweet out emotional quotes with pictures. I'm just kidding, I don't know. Well, sometimes I do that, but you guys ask me questions and then I answer them in vlog form. So without further ado, let's get right into the question. Diego wants to know, what is your dream car to have and why? So, I mean, I've answered this before, like almost many times, but right now I'm saving for a car because right now I'm kind of driving a hoopty. It's not the worst car I've ever drove. But I'm driving a 2000 Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. It has a supercharger. The supercharger is pretty much probably the only thing that's worth like anything in the car anymore. But that car, I own it. I paid it off. It's been paid off for like a few years now. So that's kind of nice. No car payment, just have to pay the insurance and gas money. So that's a little nice, but it's getting there, man. This winter it was kind of rough. So I'm saving up for a Mustang. I really want one of the 5.0s, maybe like a 2013, 2014 5.0. I probably, unless just I get to the point where I'm just big balling out of control, I don't see myself ever buying a brand new car because unless it's like a car, like a rare car, it's pretty much really dumb to buy a brand new car, but unless you're big balling, then it doesn't matter. But because it loses like 30% of its value the second you drive away with it. But anyway, want a Mustang, maybe a 5.0 that's recent. I'm not too keen on the 2015 Mustangs, and like I said, I'm still saving for one. I'm just aggressively saving my money right now. But I live in Minnesota, so if I buy a Mustang, I don't want to drive it in the winter. Not because of the snow, and it probably does suck really bad in the snow, but because of the salt. The salt that they put on the roads here in Minnesota is insane. You drive on the freeway like one time during the winter, even if it's remotely like snowed recently, and you just have white like salt all over your car, and that actually is really bad for it. I don't know why I'm taking so long with this question, but yeah, so I might get that or a Jeep. I'm saving up. But if you're talking like actual like dream car, like amazing like Lamborghini type of car, I would probably want an Audi R8. I think those are really slick. I've thought those are really slick for a number of years now. Or just something like a Ferrari, Lamborghini. Really, vanilla answer, but that's my answer. Malik asks, would you rather answer every question truthfully or tweet out each time you did the dirty? Well, this is an easy answer. I feel like I already answer like probably 99% of questions. Honestly, it's either I choose to not answer a question that I just don't feel comfortable answering, or I just answer it truthfully. So maybe if he's saying like every single question somebody ever asked me, I have to tell the truth, which, I mean, personally, I don't have any like super big secrets or anything like that. So sure, you can have my honest. I'm not gonna tweet out every time I bang, okay? It's just not gonna happen. Matt asks, how long do you think it will be before a female gamer makes a squad that finishes top 3 at a pro event? So I was at CoD Champs this last weekend, and a lot of people asked me this question, like people that I was doing interviews for or just random people that I was speaking with. They asked me, why is there no girls here competing? Why are there no girl pros? And the answer is simple. It's a question that comes down to volume. If you think about the people that were at Call of Duty Championships this last weekend, the people that were competing, there's 32 teams. So those players that made it to that event, they're all males, obviously, and they are in like less than the top 1% of Call of Duty players. There's millions of Call of Duty players out there in the world, and I'm sure a lot of them want to win $1 million, but the percentage of pro players already, like if you look at the scale of, there's millions of people that play, or millions of people that bought the game, and then there's like a few hundred that play at that level. It's hard for anybody to become a pro, let alone a female. So the reasoning behind that, I don't know how many women or girls there are that play Call of Duty. I can't see any stats on that, but there's just not as many girls online playing. So the player percentage is millions of men, and then an even smaller amount of girls, and then even a smaller amount of those girls that actually compete, take it seriously, and aren't just there to be on a girl team and be like a sponsor banner. So it's tough. I mean, I do see that there could be I don't know if it'll be an all-female team. I've even had people asking questions about an all-female league, which I'm not really sure about, because like it's not a physical sport. Like if you think about it, like the UFC has a men's and a women's division, because obviously men and women can't physically fight each other, or they shouldn't. But when it comes to video games, it's the brain, it's muscle, you know, memory, reaction time, brain power, having a good shot. So that's not really physical. Like, I don't think a male has an advantage over a female in that sense. But I just think that the volume of people, it's hard for anybody to become a pro player, and the fact that there's a very, very small pool of women that actually take the game seriously and want to compete at that level, that's why you don't see any pro girl gamers, I guess, at the events. It's kind of sad, but there are more girls that are there as the players' boyfriends than there are there to be there for real, which kind of is a sad thing, because I feel like there will be more girls that get into it. It's just gonna take time. You know, that girl population needs to grow, and I think that it will. Memories asks, would you rather be able to visit 100 years into the past or 100 years into the future? I'm gonna have to go with the future on this one, just because if I were to go see the past, like, I feel like I've already learned about the past. You know, you take like history classes, you learn certain things about certain eras, and I think it would be really cool, you know, to go back to, like, you know, the 1920s or the 1910s, 1920s. I think that'd be really cool, but I think, well, wait, do I get to come back? It says visit, so I would go 100 years into the future. I'd pull a Back to the Future, buy the sports almanac, come back, bam. Dan asks, you have been given the co-lead position on the next Call of Duty with David Vonderhaar. What is the first change you'd make? So that's a really tough question to answer, because I don't know what I'd change. I don't know what the game is yet. I mean, I have a couple guesses. I'm guessing because of the success of Black Ops 2 that it will be Black Ops 3. But we'll see. Maybe Treyarch has some tricks up their sleeve. One thing that I would make sure that I guess, make sure it's in the game, because like I said, I can't really change what you don't know is there. But I would make sure that there's at least 1 or 2 solid weapons from each class that are viable, that are usable, that are advantageous in certain positions. There needs to be a trade-off. An AR should not be good, you know, that good up close. A submachine gun should not be able to map people across the map. A shotgun, you know, should only be for close quarters. And there should be positions and times where those weapons are useful. This will create more of a wide variety of weapons being used. I love Advanced Warfare, I really do, genuinely, but the problem I think with it that I have is the BAL and the ASM-1. You don't have to use them, but if you don't, and other people are, good luck, man. Like, there needs to be more variety, and that was one thing I felt like Black Ops 2 did really well, especially towards the end of its life cycle, except for the DSR patch. I've already told Vaughn about it. I told him this weekend, actually. I was like, he shouldn't have did that. That was messed up. But I mean, it's all in the past. We'll see. I'm excited to see what they come out with, even if I'm not even able to have a say in it. I know that it's going to be a good game, just because the man, the myth, the legend is working on it. Joseph asks, what kind of grip do you use on your Scuff? I actually use the Scuff Pro Grip. It's really good. Here, I don't know if I can make it so you guys can see. Oh my God, that looks so cool. You can't feel it obviously through the camera, but it's not rubber, because rubber would actually be really unpleasant to hold on to. It's this really like grippable material on the back, which, like I said, it's not rubber. I don't know what it is, but it's freaking awesome. Really grippable material, easy to hold on to, and just really comfortable. And it's like I said, it doesn't feel like crappy rubber, and your hands don't get sweaty from it. I really like it. Lucas asks, are you planning on anything special for 500,000 subscribers? So yeah, I'm creeping up on 500K. That's been a goal of mine for a really long time. So I'm excited. I actually have a super special video planned for that that's going to take me a long time to make. And then I might have a really cool giveaway. It's not set in stone yet, so I don't want to say who it's with or what's going to involve, but we have some ideas, and I think it's going to be a really cool giveaway for you guys, just to give you guys thanks for supporting me. Simon wants to know, what is your favorite rap album of all time? So this is pretty tough, but I'm pretty sure the one rap album that really kind of changed my perspective on rap music and how I enjoy it is the Marshall Mathers LP. One of the best, if not the best rap album of all time, in my opinion. Definitely Tupac's stuff is up there for me because I listen to that a lot as well, but I'm gonna have to say the Marshall Mathers LP just because it's so goddamn good. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me today on the Q&A vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to smack the like button. If we can hit 2K likes today, that'd be freaking awesome. And by the way, quick reminder, look at my shirt, dude. It's pretty cool, right? You guys should go check out my apparel if you haven't already. Cover your nipples. You know, make sure them things are covered because you don't want them to get sunburned. It's about to be summer, so you need to wear clothes. cover your nipples. Go check out my apparel. Let me know if you like the designs. I've been getting some good feedback on the shop, and the stuff's been doing pretty well, and it supports me, so I appreciate that. But anyway, that's all I got. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more videos.